Citadels and Dorks, this is Kianara and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to make a quick short video for you all because I have been getting a lot of questions on my blog about using Mod Podge for face-ups. And I have been getting so many questions about it that I thought I would make just a quick informational video about it, answering those questions, answering questions that you might have about this product, and so that you know everything you need to know about Mod Podge and face-ups. I have 2 bottles of Mod Podge here with me. These are the only Mod Podge products I have myself. I have the standard matte version, just a small pot, and they have the exact same formula but with sparkles. That's the only Mod Podge I have and the only Mod Podge I use, to be honest. One of the first questions that I actually got about Mod Podge was a question about the spray version of the Mod Podge. There is a spray version, a spray sealant version. I have looked it up myself and it does exist, and I have myself never used it before. So what I'm about to say is not based on experience with the product, but with experience with the formula that's in the bottles. So I think I would personally not use the spray sealant Mod Podge version for face-ups, as Mod Podge is not really made to do face-ups. I think that's the best way to say it, because it is actually more of a glue than it is something like a sealant to work upon, if you know what I mean. And if the formula is the same as it is in the bottles but only a spray version, then if you use multiple layers or something like that, you will get a very glossy finish, even if it is a matte version. Because when you use the standard matte version in the bottle, it will not be 100% matte. It will always have a little bit of a sheen on it, compared to, like, for example, Citadel Purity Seal or Mr. Super Clear. So yeah, but like I said, I have never used that spray version of Mod Podge before, so I cannot be 100% sure about what its formula really is like. I don't know anything if it has the right tooth or grit to it, so it will hold on to pastels. I don't know if it really does become that little bit of a shiny finish in the end. I'm not sure. I just don't know. And I have looked into it for, like, trying it. I was curious about it when I saw it, and I was like, yeah, maybe I could try it out, you know, sometime, so I can really give people an honest review about that. But it's really hard to get here. That stuff is really hard to get in the Netherlands, and I haven't found really a site where I can get it at a reasonable price to just try it out once, because I don't want to spend a whole lot of money, because I'm not that rich. I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on something that I would probably use just once. So yeah, like I said, everything I said about the spray version, I'm not sure about it. I just base it on my experience with the actual bottle version of the Mod Podge. And one of the questions about the bottle version that I got is, can I use it to do a complete face-up? No, I don't think you can use it to do a complete face-up, because it's like I said before, Mod Podge is a glue-based kind of finish sealer. It's actually used a lot in, like, paper arts. So you just layer your paper and you put a layer of Mod Podge in it, and put a layer of paper on it, and then use the Mod Podge to seal it all in. That is actually what this stuff is kind of made for, as like a duo action. Like, it glues stuff to your surface and gives it a nice little bit of a finish. That's what Mod Podge is for, as far as I know. There must be a million other things you can do with Mod Podge, like sealing some of your work on dolls, but I would not use it to do a complete face-up. And the reason why is that it doesn't have any grit to it. And you need a little bit of grit, like a little tooth, like a really fine sandpaper texture in your sealant to get hold of that pastel. Because if you have just a very smooth finish, that pastel won't hold. It won't stay on your head, and the paint might hold on, but it might also come off really easily because it has nothing to hold on to. And that's why I personally wouldn't use Mod Podge for a face up, because it just won't hold on to those pastels. And I don't think using acrylic pencils, for example, also is something that would go well, because it also needs a little bit of a tooth to grab hold of something. As for example, when I do my yarn wigs, I use Mod Podge to make the head caps, the hard caps, so to say. If I want to draw on that with a pencil, I can't, because it doesn't hold on to the pigment. It just is too smooth to hold on to anything. So yeah, that is the biggest reason I wouldn't use it to do a complete face up. Why would you then use Mod Podge on a doll? Well, I use it to seal in my tattoos, and that's the only reason why I use Mod Podge, and I don't ever use it on a face, because like I said before, Mod Podge, even though you have the matte formula, it will always have a little bit of a sheen to it, and personally I don't like my dolls with shiny heads, but you might like it, then be my guest and go ahead and seal it with the Mod Podge. I just use it on the doll's arms or chest when I want to seal a tattoo, because that's a place that I don't mind a little bit of a sheen, because some of my dolls, the resin is so smooth that they have a little bit of a sheen of themselves. So that's usually nothing that I would mind, and I would just use one thin layer of Mod Podge to seal them in, and not a complete thick layer or multiple layers, just one quick thin layer, so that the shine isn't too obvious, so to say. And what was I going to say? I had something else I wanted to say. It is a fact that Mod Podge is a lot stronger than any other sealant. It's just tougher. It reacts a little bit better to bumps and things like that. That if you accidentally drop your doll, the Mod Podge would probably not ship compared to, for example, Citadel, Purity Seal, or Mr. Super Clear. But like I said, there are a lot of things that just don't work with the Mod Podge, like the pastels and the paint and the pencils and stuff like that. So those are kind of the answers to the questions that I have had on my blog. And I hope that I haven't forgotten any of them and that I've answered all of them. I think I have. But if you guys have any other questions for me about using Mod Podge on dolls or using other sealants on dolls, I have another video up here on my channel as well about Mr. Super Clear versus the Citadel Purity Seal. So if you are curious about that, go look that video up. I will link it in the description box below for you to find if you are curious about that. But yeah, if you have any questions left for me, things you want to know about the sealants, the Mod Podge, the whatever, then leave a comment below and I will do my best to answer all your questions, either through a comment or I would, if I have enough questions, I will make a new video. But yeah, I will make sure I will answer your questions one way or the other. I hope this video has been of help to you in deciding if you want to use Mod Podge or not. If you like this video, if you like what I'm doing, you guys know the drill. Then like, subscribe, comment, click on the notification bell. You guys are freaking awesome. I hope you all have a very lovely day and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye!